Dear God, why couldn't this be the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Right? Dun, 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 dun.
I need to be famous, Wayne. All the best people are.
So, when I saw the trailer for this movie, my expectations were very simple. I'm like, okay, it's a throwback to the 1970s, kind of reminds me of Texas Chainsaw, kind of has like this Boogie Nights meets The Visit, that M. Night Shyamalan movie. It looks like it could be fun. It looks kind of schlocky, kind of sleazy, but kind of fun. And this movie is a bit of a bait and switch, but guess what? I mean that in the best kind of way. I think this movie's going to draw in a lot of people, like people that are like teenagers, high school kids, because you think, okay, it's got Jenna Ortega, they know her from Scream, it's called X, it's about making a porno, all the young teenagers are going to be like, this is going to be great, it's going to be kind of dirty, we're going to see some stuff, and, you know, we do, but I would say the nudity is pretty damn tasteful, for the most part. Nothing is, like, explicit. And this movie basically pulls a bait and switch where you go in there for the horror and the gore and maybe the sleaziness and the fun action pulpy style of it. But at its core, there's more to it. It has like this, like themes of what it's like to get older, conflicting ideologies, you know, and it's just well crafted. You have these characters heavily portrayed by Mia Goth, who plays two of the characters. She plays Maxine, who's one of our final girls, and she plays Pearl, who is the old lady antagonist, and she is in layers and layers of prosthetics, and I'll admit, I couldn't tell it was her initially, and then I was like, wait, is that her? Wait, are we doing time travel? Is she the same person? Is she not the same person? Because it will play with your head a little bit. And she really does carry this movie on her back. And not to say there's any, like, small parts in this movie, there's not. But she really is the heart of this movie, and if it wasn't for her doing what she does in this movie, I don't know if it would be nearly as good. Kid Cudi, another pleasant surprise, who I didn't really expect a lot from. I've never seen him in a movie. I don't really know a lot of his music. I know he does that one song of Pursuit of Happiness that I kind of play on Mondays to kind of liven the mood a little bit, but he was really funny. He was like the heart of the film. He was the funny bone of the film. Going into negatives, I guess you could argue it's not the most original concept. It does feel a little bit like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, different horror movies like Grindhouse in the 70s. But I'm really nitpicking. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's terribly gory. It's not overly graphic if parents are worried about, oh, don't let my teenagers go see this because it's so it's really not. It's kind of tasteful, actually. And it's just a lot of fun. You really do care about the 6 characters who go on this journey and have to fight for their lives because it does such a good job building them up to the point that you actually care about them, and you don't even know who the final person's going to be. You kind of care about all 6 of them. So when the shit does hit the proverbial fan, you really don't want anything bad to happen to them, which is a thing that seems to be overlooked in a lot of horror movies. So, with that said, I am looking forward to see what Mia Goth does in her acting career. I can't wait to see what Ty West does next. I kind of want to look at their backlogs, both of them. Everybody in this movie has experience working on horror movies, and even though I haven't seen all of those horror movies, it really shows and pays off because this movie really does a fantastic job being an homage to a lot of movies from the 70s. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's hard to nitpick any of the cons, so I'm not even going to bother. Maybe it could have been... No, I can't. It's just... I don't know how to describe it, but my final verdict is going to be a 7.2 out of 10. Why not a 10 out of 10? What are the cons? I can't quite put a reason on that. It's just more along the lines of, well, it's not the greatest movie ever, but in a strange way, I don't want it to be. I want it to be this grindy kind of movie because that's the aesthetic that's going for. So as far as, you know, accomplishing the goal that Ty West wanted to do, I think it is a 10 out of 10. And I did thoroughly enjoy it, and I can't wait to watch it again, and I would highly recommend it. But I'm still going to give it a 7.2 out of 10 because it's still a B horror movie. It just happens to be my thing. I know it's kind of confusing, but it'll make sense when you see it. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's very gory at times, and it wants to be. yeah, it's a roller coaster that I don't know what else to say. When you enjoy a movie as much as this, you kind of find yourself going, what do you say beyond that? Just tell people to go see it. Don't give it away. Just go see it. They are doing a prequel called Pearl that Ty West announced at South by Southwest. I can't wait to go check it out, even though it's a prequel. And, you know, you hear prequel, you kind of think of like Annabelle creation and stuff like that. Hopefully it's good. Apparently they already filmed it. I did not stay around to the end credits, but I do believe if you stick around either before the movie or after, there will be a trailer for the prequel to this film that's already completed. So stick around after the credits. I didn't stick around because I didn't know about it until after I got home to film my review, but I would highly recommend go see X. It comes out in theaters this Friday. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have been John here on Bruce Reviews. Be sure to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Really do appreciate it, and we will see you next time.